Jess, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us for our Safe Cities project here in Cincinnati. Can you tell us about Brave Choices and your role with the organization?
Yes, thanks for having me. With Brave Choices, we just kind of reach out to the community and make everybody aware of the heroin epidemic that's kind of going around. That's just terrible. Beth goes to a lot of schools and talks to all the children to kind of make them aware of how easy it is to access this and how terrible of a life it can kind of bring for you. I am the project director, and I kind of oversee the Born Exposed aspect of it. We have created baby bags to hand out to any caregivers, foster parents, anybody that takes on some of the NAS babies. Because when you pick up these babies from the hospital, there's really not any information or any help that you get. So we've created these to kind of help these caregivers out.
Awesome. Can you kind of explain to me what NAS really is and what a caregiver could expect?
NAS is neonatal abstinence syndrome. It's when the mother has taken any types of drugs while the baby is still inside. And some babies are okay after they get their treatment. Some babies don't have any withdrawal symptoms at all. Some have a very hard time. Some go home on medication. Typically, if they have withdrawal symptoms, they go by a score sheet and they stay around 14 days into the hospital when they're on methadone. All of their withdrawals can be different. Some just have constant sneezing, some have shaking, some just want to be held all the time. So it's very different from a normal healthy baby.
Yeah, very much so, and I can imagine it can be very difficult being the person that is caring for these children.
It can, and you don't really get any literature or anything when you pick them up from the hospital. We're trying to get our bags into some of the hospitals to kind of help the nurses even reach out further to some of the foster parents, or we've seen a lot of grandparents stepping forward as well. So, because it's not easy to take care of some of these babies, and they're the ones that need us most, you know. So it's difficult.
So what are these bags that you hand out, and what type of things are in those bags?
In the bags, we kind of put together a packet of information just to kind of give you a background of NAS and the symptoms to kind of look for. We also put in a score sheet that's kind of similar to what the hospitals use, just so you kind of, because a lot of times you'll go in and say, oh, they were a score 8 today. Well, I never knew what that meant. So you can kind of have an idea by the score sheet. I also have a tips and tricks sheet that I've put together of different things that we've learned along the way, different things to try to help soothe them through their symptoms. And then my own personal experience letter of different things that we've dealt with we've had 3 so far, so different things that we've dealt with all of our babies. If you're a caregiver and you take on a baby, we just had a grandmother that took on her twin granddaughters and had nothing. So we just blasted it on Facebook, you know, these babies are getting ready to come home, they have nothing, and we were able to provide her with so much stuff. It was unbelievable how the community came together and either donated stuff or bought stuff off Amazon and had it shipped here for them. It was just unbelievable. So we do things outside of just having our bags for them. You know, the bags are helpful, but you know, even if you're just a struggling mom, it doesn't have to be because of drugs. Even if you're just a struggling mom, contact us. We have a storage room full of stuff, clothes, baby items, whatever you need. And if we don't have it, we'll do what we can to track it down for you.
Oh, that's so wonderful to hear that the community comes together to help all these
It's amazing.
Well.
It's amazing how our community has came together.
So you're a foster parent yourself. What has that experience been like for you?
It's been fun. It's very rewarding. It's also very heartbreaking. You know, it's not easy, but I couldn't imagine not doing it, you know. Every time one leaves, it's very hard and you think, I can't do this, but they need you more than the heartbreak, you know. So you just keep going.
If someone was interested in becoming a foster parent, what advice would you give them?
Do it. I mean, a lot of people think, I can't do this, I can't let them go, I couldn't, you know, take care of these kids and then watch them leave. Those are the people that we need. Those are the people that are gonna go in with all their heart, knowing that your heart's gonna get broken. You know, you may get to adopt, we did, thank God, you know, but eventually one's gonna go home and it's gonna hurt. But you're gonna love them as much as you possibly can, and you'll deal with the hurt when it comes. But just know that there's more kids out there that need you, and you just get through it. You just keep going, you know? So I think a lot of people are just afraid to do it. But the ones that are more afraid are the ones that we need.
That's really good advice. It's a good perspective, a good way to look at that.
I mean, no matter what your situation is, there's someone out there that's willing to listen and to help you out. You just have to come up and ask for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Jess, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. It was great to learn about Brave Choices in your Born Exposed program.
Thank you for having us.